Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to my channel, The House of Flagrant. This is Tamika, and thanks so much for stopping by and checking me out again today. If you haven't already, or if you're new here and you like what you see, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified the next time I upload a new video to my channel. But moving right into today's video, this is going to be a combination of a clean and cook with me. And on this particular day, it was a Sunday, which is pretty much a really chill day around my house. Just in the kitchen getting ready to get my dinner started. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and tidy up the kitchen because I really don't like cooking in a dirty kitchen. So I'm just going to wash a few dishes and then, like I said, go ahead and get the dinner started. What was on the menu for this day was actually some Cornish hens, sauteed spinach with some garlic butter, some wild rice, and then some good old fashioned Jiffy Mix cornbread. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So here I just want to pop in and say that right now what you see me cleaning is the rack that goes with my broiler pan. And when I clean this thing, I really like to get my SOS pad and I really put a little bit of elbow grease into it. And I like to focus on making sure I get every single wire rack on this thing clean because I hate to go into my oven and pull it out and there's any type of food particles or anything on it. So you're going to see me spend quite a bit of time focusing on that just to make sure that I get it really clean. So here now I'm pretty much done washing the dishes. So I'm just going to go ahead and let out that dirty water and clean out my sink so that I can go ahead and prepare a nice fresh sink of dishwater. I'm going to make it really nice and hot and put some more soap in it so that I can prepare to wash the dishes as I'm cooking because I do like to wash as I'm cooking. And so in the other basin, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning these Cornish hens. Truth be told, guys, I do not like handling poultry. Like the smell, if I had to be honest, the smell repulses me. I don't like touching it or getting it on my hands. It's the whole salmonella thing. But I love poultry. I love to eat it. I just don't like handling it. And if you take a close look every now and then, you'll see, you kind of see the disgust on my face. But I'm going to go ahead and get these hens cleaned up. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab some sea salt and put it all over the hens to kind of rub them together to create like this abrasion effect to really clean them good. So I'm going to do that. But then I'm also going to go ahead and rinse that salt out or off of the hens so that, you know, the hens aren't salty when I actually go ahead and cook them. So that's what you see me doing here. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get the oven started. Guys, this is my Samsung Flex Duo oven. I really love this oven for a multitude of reasons. One of them is it has this touch screen start to it. The second thing that I really love about it is it has an upper and lower oven cavity. So what makes that cool is I can actually cook 2 different dishes in this oven at 2 different temperatures. So really cool feature. I love it. If you want to learn more about it, I will leave some information for you in the description box below. So I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but by no means necessary do I proclaim to be a chef by any means. I just cook the things that I'm comfortable with cooking, things that are tried and true, that I love, that my family loves, and I usually just grab seasonings to season things to my taste. So that's what you see me doing here. I just grabbed a hodgepodge of seasonings from my cabinet, and I'm going in and I'm seasoning the hands. I'm only seasoning the top side because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through after I have all the seasonings on, and I'm going to rub it all over the hands to make sure that the entire hand is seasoned. Another thing that I wanted to mention that you didn't see in the video is that before I started seasoning the hands, I did come through and drizzle them with a little bit of olive oil. And then I'm going to come back through again and put some seasonings in the cavity of the hands because I do want to make sure that those are thoroughly seasoned throughout. I'm also going to wipe down all of my seasonings with a hot soapy towel. Of course, you know, when you're messing with that poultry, you want to make sure you clean things off before you put it back in your cabinetry. And that is exactly what I'm doing because I don't want any contamination with salmonella. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and throw the hands in the oven and then transition right into prepping my spinach so that I can go ahead and saute that. I did kind of pull some of the leaves off of, you know, the stalks that were like super long. If the stalks weren't long at all, I just went ahead and threw those into the colander, and then I'm going to go ahead and wash those and start sauteing those. I did buy 3 bunches of spinach because obviously, you know, once you put the spinach in the pot, it looks like a mountain of spinach, but it is going to wilt down. So I did buy 3 bunches for that. Moving right into my Jiffy Mix cornbread, I'm going ahead and getting that prepared. And yes, I am using a plastic cookie dough container. I'm not too good to keep those containers when I'm done with them. So yes, I'm using that. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my garlic cloves and go ahead and get those chopped up so that I can use those to saute the spinach. Because again, I am doing a sauteed spinach with some garlic and butter. So now I'm just getting my pan ready to go ahead and saute my first bunch of spinach, my first bunch of 3. But while that is warming up, you're going to see me go ahead and refill my pepper grinder. I love fresh ground pepper in my house. I don't use anything else. So I always make sure that I have a refill on hand. And I'm just using a regular schmegular funnel from the Dollar Tree to go ahead and get those pepper kernels into my grinder. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to saute my first bunch of spinach, and you're going to see me repeat the process with that spinach as far as like pulling the leaves off of the stalks, cleaning it, and then just sauteing it until I get all 3 bunches done. now that I have all of the dishes going, I have the hands in the oven, I'm sauteing the last bunch of spinach, I have the bread in the oven, the rice is already done. I didn't show that, but what I'm doing is I'm just going through and I'm getting my kitchen together, because just as much as I do not want to cook in a dirty kitchen, when I get ready to sit down and relax and have dinner with my family, I don't want to do that in a dirty kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen back in order, cleaning up any of the pots that I use to prepare the meal, kind of keeping an eye on the food while I'm doing that. So really that pretty much sums up this video, guys. I am going to go ahead and insert a clip of what the final plate looks like. I typically give myself and the boys a half a hand, and then I give my husband a full hand. But yeah, that's it for this video. I thank you guys so much for tagging along like always, and I will see you on the next one.